behind me is a 1964 Gibson LG-1. Now, I got this guitar on a trade, but I want to talk to you today about 3 reasons why you need a Gibson LG-1. When the Gibson LG-1 was introduced in 1947, it was targeted towards student players. And so the first reason that you need a Gibson LG-1 is because it's a great way to get into the vintage market. Because this was targeted for vintage players, it wasn't as expensive as some of their other lines like the Gibson J45 or the Southern Jumbo. And that meant that there are a lot more of these out there now, and the price point is well below what you would see for a typical vintage acoustic guitar. Now, this guitar is ladder braced, but it's built extremely well. It has a spruce top, mahogany back and sides, a mahogany neck, and a rosewood fingerboard. Now, I got this one on a trade, but typically you can find these anywhere between $1,200 and up to $2,000 depending on the condition, which is really important. When you're looking at vintage acoustics, condition can mean everything. And that's why the Gibson LG-1 is a great way to get into vintage guitars without spending a ton of money. The second reason you need a Gibson LG-1. These guitars are ladder braced, meaning that the bracing runs like a ladder as opposed to typical bracing, which is an X. Now, this does affect the value because it's not as valuable as an X braced guitar, but more importantly, it gives you a different sound than what you're used to. Having a vintage guitar with a unique sound can be really inspiring when you get stuck in a rut. So sometimes if I'm stuck, I'll grab this guitar and the voicing is just different than my other guitars, and that will really help inspire me and inspire my playing. When you're writing, inspiration is everything. You need a guitar that sounds unique to help spur on that inspiration. And because this is ladder braced, it not only has a unique sound, but it also changes the way I play the guitar. I will typically play different types of things on this guitar as opposed to my Hummingbird or another acoustic guitar. And that's really crucial because that helps you expand and want to learn new things in different styles. When we're talking about songwriting, inspiration is crucial, and having the ability to sit in that inspiration and be in that moment as long as possible is really key. Having an old guitar just has a little bit of magic to it. Even though it may sound different, it still brings out something new in you. Now, I've been really fortunate. My Gibson LG-1 is all original. Some of the things have been replaced, but I have the original parts, which is crucial. Now, a lot of these guitars will have cracking, and this one does. Right here, it has a little bit of cracking that's been repaired, but the headstock is still intact. And the third reason that you need a Gibson LG-1 is because it's gonna make you a better songwriter. Having a guitar that has a distinct or unique sound forces you to expand your songwriting. This guitar doesn't do everything well, but it does do certain things well, and that can enhance your songwriting and get you out of some ruts when you're really stuck. I love this guitar. Oftentimes when I'm sitting around the house or I'm in this room, I'll reach for this just to get my creative juices going. It's a super responsive, resonant guitar that really helps me become a better songwriter. Guitars like this just have a little bit of magic to them that can really inspire you and really get you in that creative mindset and help you stay there longer. It doesn't matter that it's ladder braced. It doesn't matter that it's not the most valuable instrument. It inspires me to write and play guitar, and that's the most important thing that you can get in any guitar. So there you go. That's 3 reasons why you should check out these Gibson LG-1s. This is an inspirational guitar. It sounds unique. It's really going to set you apart. Whenever I am working with other artists or writing with other artists, oftentimes I'll take this guitar because it brings a unique voice to the table. It helps us work through creative issues that we may be having because it has a different voice and because it sounds different. It helps us and inspires us to write differently. Okay, here's what I'm listening to this week. This week, I've been listening to A Beautiful Horrible Dream by Sean McConnell. Now, this record is awesome. It came out a couple months ago, but I've still been jamming it. Sean is a great writer. You should check it out. Leave a comment below what your favorite track is. Thanks so much for watching this video. If you wouldn't mind hitting subscribe and liking this video, that would really help me out. You can also check out me and my music and what I'm up to at evanogdenmusic.com.